Part of the lineup due up for the Warriors. That's Mahan, 5-ish in Bond, 3-4-5 to greet Noah Scott and his fourth inning work. First pitch swinging and hitting it hard on the ground, but fouled on the first baseline is Keaton Mahan. He was left at the plate after John LaGrande was caught stealing to end the bottom of the third inning. Wabash Valley leads 1-0. Bonamalo had a solo homer in the first inning. That's all the scoring so far. That pitch missed off the plate. 1-1 to Mahan. Deacons has pitched 4 scoreless for Wabash Valley so far. This one's flown out of play on the left side. And Scott ahead in the count now on Mahan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mahan 1 for 1 in this game, singled in the first inning following the Bonamalo home run. Those are the only 2 hits in the game so far for Wabash Valley. 1-2 to Mahan. This one fouled out of play on the left side again. Battling against Noah Scott, the tall right-hander for Iowa Western. Mahan with that open stance, hands up by his ears. A 1-2 pitch, takes that one a little up and away. 2-2, tough take there. The 2-2 from Scott to Mahan pops up left side, and that'll get out of play as well. Mahan has shot a few that way in this at-bat, fouling off some tough pitches.
And how baseball's supposed to go. Good pitching, good defense, not many runs. That's the way the game's supposed to be played.
Right now, Wabash Valley on top with just that 1 run. That pitch outside, it's full now to Keaton Mahan. Deacons has been pitching really well, so 1 run could be enough, but you definitely want more. They're tough to come by against this guy. 3-2 payoff pitch. Mahan works a nice at-bat for a walk.
His second walk issue today, and that's a lot for him.
Only 10
coming into the season, or the tournament?
10 all season long coming into this tournament in 60 innings. I mean, unreal. The Wabash Valley has got 2 against him today, and now Dalton Fivers, the brand new Western Kentucky commit, at the plate, and he hit the ball hard to center field his first time up, but a nice play by Wakefield. He was able to track it down over his head. That pitch misses outside. And you know, Scott is not missing by a whole lot. He's trying to get chases, trying to nibble at the corners, and not quite getting where he wants it. But
this umpire gets in a rhythm. He calls strike, strike, strike. If you miss, then you miss, miss, miss.
Scott throws to first and Mahan back in.
Got a short lead over there. He easily dove back in.
Well, we've seen Scott already. He throws a lot to first base. He did it to Mahan and LaGrande, the only guys that have been stood on first base. The only other base runner for Wabash Valley was Bonamalo, the home run. Next pitch to 5-ish is low and inside, 2-0, hitters count.
Scott has a 2.39 earned run average on the season. That's not near their best. They've got a couple guys better than that.
Which is, well, I mean, we'll say again, unreal. I mean, that's how good they are. 2.39 is extremely good.
Well, if you're 50-7 on the season, a lot of things go your way.
That's true.
And this has been a quality program for years and years, where Mark Reardon was there. Now Ryan Kogel has taken over, and they're right back on top.
Well, that's how there's so many similarities between these 2 ball clubs. And, you know, where Aaron Biddle now in his 2nd year as the head coach for Wabash Valley after a long time as an assistant for Rob Fournier. So both of these programs now have held strong through a couple of regimes, and that can be tough to do.
It tells you the community supports what's going on there.
Mahan leads off first. It's 2-0 on Dalton Fivers, the power-hitting left-hander. Taps this one foul towards the Iowa Western dugout. It's 2-1.
Pitch was down and in. He couldn't get the bat head to it early enough. Couldn't drive the ball there.
Fivers playing first base today. That's where he plays most of the time. We've seen him play some second this year. Still ahead in the count, 2-1. Next pitch from Scott is outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Fivers in the driver's seat here. See if he gets something to drive. Only guy with more home runs this season than Fivers is the guy at first base. That's Mahan. He leads off with a 3-1 count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. That pitch outside, back-to-back walks.
That ball wasn't even close. The other pitch has been pretty close. That one just sailed away from him. Breaking ball that didn't bite.
Here comes Crew Bond. He's made a spectacular diving play on the defensive side that saved a run for Wabash Valley. Now he's got a chance at the plate with 2 runners on, one of them being Mahan in scoring position out there at second, nobody out. And a guy like this, and Noah Scott, he's tough to score off of. You got to take advantage of the opportunities when you get them, because you're probably not going to get many. Right-hander out of the stretch now. Breaking ball is foul tipped back by Bond. That looked like it caught either the catcher or the umpire, but both of them seem to be just fine. So whoever hit off of was tougher than I.
That breaking pitch was up around his shoulders, maybe the letters, and good rip at it, and Bond just couldn't quite get there. Dangerous pitch.
Scott working with his catcher, Nate Voss. Scott set at the belt. The 0-1, that one, a nice play by Voss behind the dish. That was an overcooked fastball, and Voss able to pick it out of the dirt.
Yeah, Voss is good behind the dish. He's got that foul pop-up he caught and threw out LeGrande last inning, so he moves around well back there, throws well.
Mahan leading off second, 5-ish, a short lead at first. 1-1 count on the freshman right fielder, Crew Bond. That pitch inside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
That was close, wasn't it?
Aaron Deacons has gotten some of those, and now here comes an Iowa Western coach.
That's their head coach, Ryan Kogel, making the visit. He's just going to go out and try to settle this pitcher down after a couple of walks. And that last pitch was just barely not. If it's out of the zone, didn't miss by hardly anything. I think he's going to tell his pitcher that, you're all right. Just keep attacking the zone, make him hit the ball.
Well, I mean, fact of the matter, he probably gets that call if he hadn't walked the previous 2 batters. But that's just how it is. That's a part of baseball. If you're pumping strikes, the umpire is probably gonna naturally give you a little bit more. If you're struggling with the zone, you're not gonna get those close pitches. That's just how it is.
I think you're exactly right. He gets in a rhythm, calling strike, strike, strike. Now it's ball, 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 and here comes the umpire to break up the confab on the mound.
Wabash Valley with a big opportunity here against the number 3 team in the nation in NJCAA Division I. So if they could somehow knock off Iowa Western in this game and get into the winner's bracket, and that'd be big. That'd be huge, trying to make their way to Grand Junction.
We talked about how important it is to win early in this tournament and not get in a loser's bracket like we did last week. So Warriors like to win this one and face Logan tomorrow. In a little neighborhood matchup, maybe. Iowa Western will have a lot to say about that. We're early in this game, just the top of the fourth, with the Warriors up by just 1.
Got an opportunity here. Nobody out. 2 runners on and 2-1 count on Bond. Scott fires home. Outside, 3-1. Walked the first 2 batters this inning, and now he's behind 3-1 on Crew Bond.
But he doesn't have a game all year where he's walked 3, and definitely not 3 in a row.
Bond's got good power, especially the other way. The outfield plays him straight up, though. So does the infield. 3-1 pitch. Takes that one low. 3 walks in a row, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for the sophomore, Bruce Jellison.
Well, no activity in the Iowa Western bullpen, and my guess is they'll get somebody up down there pretty quick. You can't go very far. You just can't give away a big lead in this tournament.
So Jellison at the plate now, with the bases loaded, and at this point he's just got to, at the very least, get one into the outfield, try for, at minimum, a sacrifice fly.
Would you take the first pitch?
The way he's been missing, I think you got to look one spot. And he does take it, and it wasn't in the spot he wanted. That's because it was below the zone, ball 1.
So if you took on 1-0, or 0-0, you'd probably take 1-0 too, wouldn't you? Make him work a little bit. A lot of pitches this inning for this guy. Noah Scott on the mound. Been good all year for Iowa Western. Warriors trying to solve him here in the 4th.
The 1-0 to Jellison. Takes that one low and away, 2-0.
I'm looking at the Iowa Western bullpen between each pitch because I keep thinking, I think it's about time to get somebody loose down there. They know Noah Scott can go a long way.
Trying to let him battle back. He's in a tough bind here. Nobody out. Bases loaded. 2-0 count on Jellison. The next pitch runs in and hits him, and a run comes across. It's 2-0 Wabash Valley.
That was a breaking ball, and it didn't snap back. Stayed up and hit Jellison. No way to get out of the way of that one.
So the bases stay loaded, still nobody out, and perhaps the hottest Wabash Valley hitter through the last part of the season and certainly through the Region 24 tournament. It's the freshman catcher, A.J. Malzone, coming to the dish.
Iowa Western's already used their one visit this inning without taking the pitcher out, so now they do scamper down toward the bullpen.
Start to get somebody stretching out there. First pitch to Malzone. Takes that one outside. 1 ball, no strike. So 3 straight walks and then a hit by pitch. That is so uncharacteristic for Noah Scott. Wabash Valley trying to continue to take advantage here.
Scott has thrown 60 innings through the year. Their next leader is 41 innings. So he throws most of the innings and he leads them in that area as well.
Malzone, a guy known not to chase much. The 1-0 pitch takes that outside, 2-0. At some point, I'm just waiting for him to try to throw a get-me-over fastball and somebody to crush it.
That's what you're rooting for, you mean?
Well, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm a Wabash Valley alum now. We have to just keep it honest. The 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike.
A little extra hop on that fastball that time. Found the zone.
It's 5-ish at third, Bond at second, and Jellison at first base after his hit by pitch that brought in a run. The 2-1 to Malzone, way outside, 3 balls, 1 strike.
And suddenly, somehow, Noah Scott cannot find the strike zone.
Only 10 walks and 60 in the third innings all season long coming into the tournament, which is an elite rate.
4 walks today, 3 in this inning along with a hit batter. So we've scored a run, bases loaded. We haven't put the bat on the ball yet this inning.
Scott set at the belt. The 3-1 to Malzone. Takes that one. Strike on the outside corner. Run it full.
Got the call that time. That's a strike. Getting a right-hander loose for Iowa Western down the way.
And getting loose in a bit of a hurry. Not just playing catch. They're starting to throw pitches already.
So now the pressure on the hitter with the 3-2 count.
Scott set for the payoff pitch, and
pitch clock, shot clock.
Just as he lifted up the leg, didn't get it off in time. That's 3-0 Wabash Valley.
That's a 5th walk of the inning and an RBI walk from Malzone. Scoring is 5-ish, and the bases are still loaded.
So Bond moves to third, Jellison moves to second, Malzone at first now, and Cole Proctor coming to the plate, and again, nobody out. It's 3-0. Wabash Valley, and they want to score as many as they can here.
Third baseman comes over. That's Sorensen to talk to the pitcher, and Noah Scott in trouble here. No outs in the inning, correct? 4 walks and hit batter. We've scored twice. It's 3-0 Wabash.
Mahan, 5-ish, and Bond all walked in a row. Then Jellison was hit by a pitch, and then Malzone the walk with the pitch clock violation to help.
So the hitter now, Cole Proctor.
That pitch runs in and hits him on the elbow. Hit off the elbow guard, and another run across for Wabash Valley.
Second hit batter of the day, and Proctor liked it. He screamed over at the dugout, "We got him now." 3 runs in the inning for the Warriors without a ball being put in play yet. Not at all. This, you talk about Iowa Western, third best, or ranked 3rd in the country. Well, and they're going to get together and talk about it.
Well, it was the coach for Iowa Western comes out, and I think they want to maybe talk about maybe Cole Proctor not getting out of the way of the pitch enough.
And that ball was right at him. The ball hit him in the shoulder. And you can dance out of the way of that if you want to. It's going to hit you in the back if you dance. So that's what they say. And it's different if you're hanging over the plate and get hit on the arm or something, but that's an easy call for the officials.
So bases still loaded, still nobody out, and after he got the confirmation, and maybe he just wanted them to give his guy a little bit more to warm up. Here comes a pitching change for Iowa Western. Wabash Valley has put across 3. They lead 4-0, and they're still threatening. Bases loaded, nobody out. Patrick Graham coming to the plate to greet the new pitcher, and we'll tell you who that is on the other side. Zach Reynolds and Mark Richardson back here with you. Wabash Valley has scored 3 already here in the top of the 4th before anybody is out, and the bases are still loaded. Patrick Graham will come to the plate, and he will face off against the new pitcher. That is number 19, Parker Grant, a sophomore right-hander from Honolulu, Hawaii. And he is coming into a tough situation here.
Noah Scott, a control pitcher on the year, walks 5, correct?
Yeah,
walks 5 and hits 2.
By the way, he walked 10 all season long coming into this tournament, and he walks 5 here today.
And the announcers always say, and that's why they play the game. You wouldn't have thunk it. Would not have thought this would happen at all.
Patrick Graham at the plate here with the bases loaded, nobody out. He has a grand slam in his career here at Wabash Valley as a freshman last year against John A. Logan. Grant fresh in, the right-hander fires home to Graham, takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1.
Wabash would like to get greedy right here and add on to the 3 they already have, and Iowa Western would like to stop the damage, stop the bleeding.
It's Jellison at third, Malzone at second, and Proctor at first base. Graham at the plate, Grant set. Fires home the 0-1. Graham takes down a strike on the outside corner, quickly 0-2.
And we looked at these 2 teams. Iowa Western, obviously the best team in this tournament record-wise, and you would have thought, well, they got the good pitcher going. We don't have much opportunity. Got 1 run, feel good, but now look at this.
You want to keep pouring it on. You don't want to leave any doubt. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball inside, maybe a tad low as well. 1-2. Nice take by Graham. And don't look now, but John LeGrande is on deck. And the bases are loaded as of right now.
Don't jinx him. I don't think you can, really.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Grant comes in and gets Graham to swing out, or to strike out swinging. So now John LeGrande comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out. He is familiar.
Grant comes in throwing strikes, pumping the ball right in there, and that's what you need out of a relief pitcher.
Yep. John LeGrande, no stranger to this situation over the last week. On Saturday against Lincoln Trail, he had a grand slam in game 1 and then game 2 as well. Here he is, bases loaded. The pitch from Grant lines this one into right center field. That one's going to get down. 1 run in. They'll wave around Malzone. He will score. To third goes Proctor. John LeGrande brings home 2 more with an RBI, a 2-run single.
Well, nice piece of hitting by LeGrande. The first pitch he saw, a little looping line drive, didn't hit it all that well, but got it down out there for 2 RBIs. And now the Warriors lead 5-0.
Well, it's 6-0 Wabash Valley.
2-3. 4-5. We've scored 5 times this inning. You're right, 6-0.
So LeGrande delivers with a 2-run single, continues his clutch hitting. He also had a 2-run single with the bases loaded on that game last weekend as well. Bonamalo now takes that pitch inside. It's 1-0. He's got a home run in this game. Has also popped out behind home plate.
If you had told me that the score would be 6-0 in the 4th, I would have thought we'd be down by 6.
That's just how good Iowa Western is. They're the number 3 team in the country for a reason. Bonamalo up 1-0. Grant, long pause now, fires home. This one's lined down the left field line. That one's going to get down all the way to the wall. Proctor scores easily. LeGrande on his horse, already at third. Biddle waves him home. Here comes the cutoff throw to the plate. LeGrande's safe. Bonamalo slides into third, and he is out. Bonamalo tries to stretch a double into a triple. He's out at third, but he drives home 2 more. It's 8-0 Wabash Valley.
Ball's hit well down the left field line. It got down and nicely played out there by Maines. Made a good play to the plate. It was close there, but Bonamalo, after they saw the plate throw go home, went to third and was thrown out there.
So now 2 down in the inning, and Keaton Mahan, who led off the inning with a walk, and that was one where he was behind in the count, fouled off some pitches, and ended up working a nice walk, and that really rattled the starter, Scott, and then he eventually walked a few more, hit some batters, and that's really where he first lost it. He didn't just walk Mahan on 4 pitches. That was a tougher at-bat. That one missed outside from Grant, so it's 1-0. Now Grant steps off.
And the Warriors have scored a bunch of runs here in the 4th.
7.
Batted around.
The 1-0 to Mahan. Takes that one, a strike on the outside corner.
8-0 Wabash Valley here in the 4th. Zach, you've done a nice job getting some runs. I'll try to hold them when you have to go. I'll have the harder job.
The 1-1 to Mahan. That is off the plate on the outside. 2-1. He's ahead in the count here. Oh, Aiden Deacons has had to sit a long time, but he's pitched 4 scoreless innings before the bottom of the 4th here where Wabash Valley has unloaded 7 runs. Mahan turns on this one. That's fouled on the first base line.
Evan Heilig, first base coach, erred on the ball. Had a hand on it, couldn't bring it in.
Well, probably ill-advised to even try to put a bare hand on that ball. It was hit pretty well.
Yeah, I think he's thinking that over right now.
It's 2-2. Grant trying to get out of this nightmare inning for Iowa Western. The Honolulu native set it to belt. 2-2 pitch to Mahan. Up high, it's full. Second full count of the inning for Keaton Mahan.
I wonder what the recruiting pitch was at Iowa Western to this kid from Honolulu. You're going to love it in Iowa.
Well, it's probably, hey, we're really good.
Yeah, we're really good. We're going to win a lot of games, go to the World Series. That was the recruiting pitch. They had nothing to do with snow.
Grant set, 3-2 payoff pitch. Mahan works his second walk of the inning. And here comes Dalton Fivish. Guess what he did earlier this inning? He walked.
He walked, yeah. Everybody in the first inning, the last inning walked or got hit, other than Patrick Graham and Richie Bonamolo. And LaGrande, so we had a couple of hits in there.
2 down here, 7 across in the inning for Wabash Valley. That pitch misses outside to Fivish.
Mahan's got a pretty good lead down there at first base. Off the bag pretty well that time with Parker Grant on the mound now in relief for Iowa Western.
I have time called here. Ball got away from the bullpen as there is a lefty down there for Iowa Western getting loose. Grant goes to the rosin bag. Now he'll step back and look into Dalton Fivish. Mahan leading off first, 2 down. Bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-0, low and inside, that's to the backstop, and Mahan will take second.
I'm going to score that a pass ball. It was low, but it was not in the dirt. Voss is a very good catcher. Normally he catches that. So now a base hit would score another run. We think, anyway, if it gets through the infield. I'm sure Biddle will try to score him.
There's just been some uncharacteristic things happening for Iowa Western, and, well, pretty characteristic for Wabash Valley. They're always known to work good at bats. This one is popped up into shallow center field. 3 guys there, and it's the center fielder Wakefield calls everybody off and makes the catch. Wabash Valley puts across 7 in the inning. They lead 8-0 over the number 3 team in the country, Iowa Western, as we head to the 5th.